So before Jill becomes the next SCCA Rallycross champion, we have to prep her car. I'm Sean.
I'm Jill.
And this is 151 Garage. So the first thing you'd think would be we would fix the damage that we see, including the body and the radiator, engine, stuff like that. We know the engine works. The radiator's crushed, which we have one on order and it'll be here in a couple weeks. But before we do anything, we want...
Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, you just had like a spider like crawl on your face.
That'll all stay in there. So we are going to do something safely, not play with spiders, mind you, but we are going to gut the interior of this car. So when we picked up this car, the battery was dead, which meant that window was cracked open just a little bit, which means any time it rained, the rain went inside. When we opened the doors for the first time to look at it, there was water, like a little bit of standing water in the carpet. We want to make sure that's all gone. We also want to make sure that when we pull the carpet up,
the metal underneath is in one piece.
We don't want to find out that the passenger floor is completely missing and stuff like that. So we figured now would be a good time because we have to get in there and start it up and maneuver around and stuff. We want to make sure that everything's gone. Now we are going to start with the trunk because that is just a complete mess and it will be easy to just throw everything away. We are going to get rid of 90% of the stuff in the car because it is just absolutely just disgusting. Whoever owned this car before.
It's not, I mean, I think they kept it up. It's just, I don't know how long it's been sitting at CoPart and it being transferred. And when you have an accident, it's not like you plan on having an accident so you don't keep nothing in your car. Just saying. There
was a bag of food on the back shelf behind the back seat. That just says it right there. So that's already gone, thank God. So.
And this is actually minor considering what I've seen in my, my little short career in the body shop.
Yeah, but we're going to get rid of all that because we want to make sure that when we walk in there, there's no mold or anything like that. After we get it out, we'll assess the damages, if there's any damages, rust, stuff like that, and get the repair parts we need for that. But we're going to go ahead and do that first, and we'll move you to the back of the car so we can empty out the trunk. We'll speed through most of it unless we find something very interesting like a finger or something like that. Who knows?
I hope not. Heavy freaking trunk, man.
Yeah.
Okay. Got the tip plate.
We are wearing gloves just in case.
Yes, we are wearing gloves.
Yeah, I'm not going to reach in here without it.
I might have to keep this because I don't. That's for the tire.
So this is all wet too.
It was a girl that owned the car. Come on.
Why in the trunk though? Why in the trunk?
It's probably from groceries, honey.
Oh jeez. You can buy these single? Oh my God!
Dude, it's probably a container that busted open, okay? Yes.
And a fork.
And there's a dog bone.
Oh God, yeah, no.
Oh.
A spent round.
And this is... Never fails. It is a Winchester. And it is a .38 caliber. We'll keep that.
All of it's wet. I don't know what's in this.
Food.
More food. So it's not bad. There's not a lot of rust, or it's not any rust really. I mean, there's some, it's just dirt right now. But as you can tell, there is water or something down here. It looks like water. I'm not going to touch it. but we will clean all this stuff out. We are getting a steam cleaner and just basically steam cleaning anything out, so at least it's nice and clean. There is this stuff that's all stuck to the tub, but all in all, that's a win for the back end. Usually most cars that I see, this is all kind of rusted out and stuff, so it's pretty good.
Yeah, she had tampons stuck everywhere.
Jesus Christ,
in the door.
Does she have a flow problem or what?
Got tampons and crayon.
Say that again.
Tampons and crayon.
What a combination, tampons and crayons. Okay, maybe that's the next step in the evolution of this channel, tampons and crayons. Okay, let's get all the stuff we can without tools out of here.
Okay. Ugh.
Okay. Oh God, there's mold all over the seat too.
Yep.
Leave that there as part of the dash. You want to go ahead and want to start taking all the seats and shit out? Make it a little bit easier. So let me pop you off the tripod real quick again. So as you guys see, there's like mold and stuff growing on the carpet. So we want to get this out of here to make it safe for us. No idea what that residue right there is. That is probably from having a child in here, because that looks like maybe food from him or a dog or something. And then, yeah, so we'll go ahead and pull these front seats out. That way we can kind of see what we need to do to get the carpet out. So. Soaked under here. So if you guys can see, right underneath this is wet. I can lift this up and see standing water in the bottom of this. So we'll be really careful when we pull this out. Hey, you want some big red gum? It's in a full package.
No.
Okay, to show you guys, put my glove back on. Actually, here. Show you guys underneath this. Let's see if I can get in there. You can see standing water. See? Doesn't look too bad, but I still want to get this out. There is growing mold all over this, so we want to get this out of here. All over that. And it's basically the same thing on the other side. So this carpet needs to go, regardless of whether we wanted to have carpet in here or not. We're not going to have it. This needs to go. It is not healthy. So
Another good thing about steel versus aluminum, in case you guys don't know too much about cars, is steel has a very good memory. Yeah. Aluminum does not.
Yeah.
You can only stretch aluminum so far before it just goes kaput.
So this does go all the way across, and it probably does go through, like, I had to cut the loop here, which I'm not going to take everything out of here. What I want to do is take the center console out and just cut everything away. That way I can pull it out. But at least I want to get this side out to where I can clean up what I can under here. So
I feed crows.
Yeah, she speaks crow.
I don't speak crow, I feed crows.
Yes, she
and I get
speaks crow.
presents.
Maybe we should get her some car parts. There's tons of Mustangs. They can't bring us a front bumper or something. We need to talk to the crows.
Yeah, well, it'd be better if they brought us money later.
Oh, wow. Oh, God. Oh, shit.
Ew.
Okay, to show you guys a
Heaven.
little bit better. This right here is all the standing water. So, see right here, all in here is all wet. As well as up here is a little wet. This right here is all soaked. This right here I need to pull off too, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut all the way across the top, because this right here is just soaking wet. So, I'm gonna trim that piece out. Let me see if I can get in there and do this.
Okay, that's finally off.
Yep. So that's why we had to get all this out. Okay, so first thing, our camera does not work in the official position. If you mechanics know what that is, please let us know in the comments below. So we did take the back seat out, as well as the tray panel up there. The center console, all the carpet was wet. In fact,
It was disgusting.
there is still standing water in the bottom of this. It's just awful. Now we are gonna pull all of this stuff off as well. We did retain the stock hardware for all the seats because we are putting racing seats in here on both sides. Most likely this side first, and then we'll buy a second one for there in case I want to fear for my life.
Really?
Yes, really. But that way, at least I can have some fun, or say she tortured me by driving. But anyways, it is, although it is dirty, there isn't a lot of rust under here. Like there's no corrosion,
Yeah,
no
the body's
rust.
actually really
It's actually really clean. It is metal. It's not, or it is steel. It's not aluminum, which I'm surprised because
I'm not.
no, what I'm saying is where it snows and a lot of salt and stuff, this usually is all rusted out.
Oh, yeah.
For being this old, this is actually pretty good shape. At least the body is. I've seen some that are a lot worse than this, where the entire floor is missing, or at least right here is missing. But
Yeah, this is a lot better shape than Ben's Evo.
yeah.
Off of gears and gasoline.
Yeah, we've been watching Gears and Gasoline a lot, so we've actually loved the program, especially what they're doing with some of the vehicles they do. Especially they take these vehicles out and they go drive them on long trips. That would be something that would be interesting for us to do if we get the chance. So we'll see. Yeah, I'll take all that stuff off later. Right now it's just taking the door panels off. We need to take those off to be able to get to underneath. We are just going to put aluminum door panels in there. Simple, nothing
Cheap.
on there.
Cheap.
Yeah, super
Cheap
cheap.
stuff.
Super cheap. These are all coming apart at the very top. Pulled down, it's all coming apart. So we're not going to worry about replacing them. These are kind of beat up, damaged on the bottom. We don't really worry about stereo, considering whoever had it tore their stereo out
I don't blame him.
very abruptly, it seems like, because they broke the panel that goes around it. So I'm not worried about it. We're not going to put a stereo in there. We'll just probably put a plate over it and call it good. So the fact that the floor pan and the trunk area had no rust in it whatsoever, all it is right now is just really dirty. It needs a real good cleaning, and it's pretty much perfect. No rust on it, no rust through. I don't know what it looks like underneath, but we'll figure that out when we lift it up. Right now, I call that a win. Now, the engine does run. You guys have heard it. We didn't let it run for long because there is no cooling. The radiator's crushed, there's no radiator fluid in there, and that we'll look into more of that next video. But so far it's a pretty big win for us. So $650 ain't too bad. Now, I did open up membership and super thanks. It's YouTube things, they're down below. If you guys want to help support the channel, support her with her rally car and all the gear
and to build,
all that money from those support will go straight to her and this right here. None of it will go for the Broncos. The Broncos are my baby. I'll take care of that. This right here, including her gear and keeping her safe, you know, we'll be glad for all the support, and thank you very much for anybody who decides to do so. So, see you next video when we tear the front of this off. Bye.
bye.